What's up, y'all? We're gonna do a Mikey's top five, but this one's gonna be a little different, kind of like the Prince top five. I couldn't really narrow it down to five, and this was actually a request from somebody I don't even know, um, and if I actually know them, um, and just don't remember, I'm sorry, but it came from YouTube. Somebody uh, watches my stuff on YouTube and commented and said, you should do top five of Muhammad Ali's best knockouts. Um, well, I'm not going to do the top five of his best knockouts because I haven't seen all of his fights. Um, I did like the idea, so I'm going to spin it and just do like list his fights that I've heard about that are just insanely popular. And, if I've seen them, I'll kind of give my kind of view of them all. And these are in no particular order. Um, you know, um, when he beat Sonny Liston to, win the World Heavyweight title, um, that was just an awesome, because if I recall, my grandmother told me um, that Liston quit on his stool. Uh, he didn't even come out for a round; he just quit on his stool. Um, and then there was, the fight with George Foreman, and Foreman has said many times, that Ali towards the end of that fight looked at him and said, "Is that all you got?" And George thought, "Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got." So for him to face George Foreman as, the times that he did and do as well as he did against him, it's awesome. And then, you had the three fights with um, Smoke and Joe Frazier. Again, these are fights I did not see live. I've seen tapes of them, but it's been a minute. Um, that whole trilogy, the Thrilla and Manila, MSG, just that entire trilogy just changed boxing forever. And then, of course, there's also the um, fight with Chuck Wepner, which actually is the fight that inspired the Rocky movie franchise, which I always thought was cool. I don't think a lot of people knew that the Ali Wepner fight inspired the Rocky movie franchise. So that's always been kind of a cool factoid to me. And, there are just so many other fights that just, the man is the greatest to ever pull out a pair of gloves. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. I will stand by that to the death. And just so many great fights. And I have said many occasions that my grandmother instilled a love for combat sports in me, whether it's boxing, wrestling, MMA, just combat sports in general. My grandmother instilled that into me because she loved combat sports and just always, we talk combat sports. So, that's kind of my reflections on on Muhammad's career. Um, I never saw the fights, but I heard the stories and just awesome. Um, he knew how to put on a show, and my grandmother, being the lover of combat sports that she was, would always tell me stories, of how um, you know Ali was just the greatest she had ever seen, and she had been around, to see, Schmeling and, Mark Marciano and, people like that. But she said, she always told me that Ali was the greatest she'd ever seen. So, those are just a few of, my favorite Ali fights that some of them, like I said, I've seen tapes of. I've never seen them all in their entirety, but some of them I've seen tapes of. Um, and those are the ones that I always heard the most of, and the ones that I listed are the ones that I've heard the most about. So, um, that's my little tribute to his career. I did a bigger tribute to the man and his um, social activism in the news that um, was recorded recently and will be dropped sometime in the next few days. But this has been my top memories for Muhammad Ali. Um, as far as his career goes, best ever, best ever put on a pair of gloves. Rest in peace, champ. You earned it, and um, you know, my grandma's gonna be happy that you're there, and because she always wanted to meet you. So if you see my grandmother, tell her I said what's up, and I'll be back with everybody else a little bit later on with more. Um, Thanks for the support and for fostering the creativity. I love you all.